cute is that? You can shop online. You don't have to wait until we have a show. You can shop early and get your pieces.
These smart folks are doing that all the time.
I know. So. The QR codes, too, you can always shop with that. Open up the camera on your phone and just hover over that black and white square. It will take you directly to the item we're currently presenting, which is my all-time favorite piece of jewelry is a good hoop earring. No joke, I kind of feel naked with that one. It's like, I gotta have it. But we like variety too, right? So Bellezza is bringing us the perfect size, 1¼ inch hoop in 3 different finishes. So this one is that incredible herringbone and it's diamond cut. And you see how it's throwing the light right now from far away? Look at how pretty that is. And they're joint and catch closures too, so you're never gonna lose the back of the earring. You get that nice little click so that you know it's in, and then you'll forget about them. They're so lightweight. So that's the herringbone. This is like the little black dress. Everybody needs that perfectly smooth, high polished hoop. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Look at that, that is gorgeous. And then finally your third option. I don't have one of these. Maybe this is the one I should get. The twisted, almost like that rope, twisted rope look. Pretty. Under $20.
I love the way it catches the light. You know, a couple things about these that make them special. One, they're new. This is the first day we're showing them. 2, they're already popular. And there's a reason, if you haven't tried a Bellezza earring, just you wait. Because we make the most comfortable earrings on earth. And they look like gold. Yeah. They look like, they're indistinguishable from gold earrings, except for that price. They're made for you in Italy of bronze. And because bronze is the metal of sculptures and bronze is a strong metal, we can make them super lightweight, but super durable. And they weigh nothing. You put them in and you'd be like,
I feel like I have no...
It's like the most comfortable pair of earrings you've ever worn. They will change your earring life, is what they will do.
100%.
So if there's any of these styles you don't have yet and they're talking to you, get them home.
Grab them.
Because they're brand new, they have a special price today, and they are beautifully crafted in Italy.
So we have a lot of jewelry in the back for the hosts, just on a day-to-day basis when we get dressed.
Do you notice how often everybody picks Bellezza?
I grab them all the time, but also Bellezza is the one that I always go home with on accidentally. And I'm like, they're gonna fire me one day. I keep going home with, you forget you have them on. So now I've done this thing. Helen Keeney taught me this. She's like, before you walk out the door, just touch every point and make sure everything is off. And Bellezza, hands down, is the one that I forget. And I'll be halfway home and I'm like, oh no, I forgot again. They're that lightweight. They're so easy to wear. And a hoop is timeless. It is never going out of style. Do you know, you're not taking a leap of faith here with this one.
Historically, it is the oldest piece of jewelry mentioned in history. It's actually in the Bible, in the Old Testament. And Abraham gave Rachel 2 hoops of gold on her wedding night, as I believe it would have. If I misquoted, you guys call me and tell me. But yeah, so we've been rocking hoops for 6,000 years.
They're the best.
They're really part of our DNA at this point. And there were moments in history where, you know, men wore the hoops, and there were moments when women, but it's the #1 earring look in the world. It's what...
Yeah, it's universal.
We all go for it because it's so flattering. Now let's talk about why the Italians do it better than anyone else. The Italians understand the mechanics of the jewelry better than anyone else. They understand the weight and the balance and the relationship between that clasp and how it makes the earring dangle, basically. Now, we've all had an earring that we'll put it in and it looks wonky. You're like, oh no.
It sits weird or it turns.
Right.
Yeah.
That's just a cheap earring is what that is. And you might have spent a lot of money on it because it wasn't made in Italy. The Italians get it. And when you put these in, you get them home, you're like, oh, they're so pretty. And then you put them in, and you look in the mirror and you'll be like, that is the best earring I have ever worn. That's what they'll do. Oh, here's a story. Guys don't know that you buy new earrings. Guys can't see new earrings. It's hysterical. I actually studied this. Men are blind to a new earring. They can, you bring him a new handbag, he'll see it immediately.
Yeah.
He knows. Earrings.
That's hilarious.
Isn't that funny? I think it's because they're like kind of like lures and just catch the eye. But guys will say, did you get your hair cut? Or are you working out? Or something's different, but they cannot tell it's the hoop. And I think that's great, because now you have permission to buy something else.
I always say that man eyes, like my husband cannot find anything. And he'll be like, where is it? I'm like, you're using your man eyes. Let me walk in and find it for you right in front of your face. So maybe
funny?
That applies to earrings as well. The one you're seeing here is the most popular option right now, and that is the high polished. It's smooth, it glows. Look at the light, how that just throws the light right off your face. And it is 1 1/4 inch. So you may have the small little huggy hoops. Maybe you've got the big hoops for special occasions or events. These are like the Goldilocks, that perfect in-between size, just as, you know, substantial and just as, you know, obvious when you're wearing them for special occasions. They get attention, but they're very easy for every day.
I'm gonna go over to Angie and show you something too.
Okay.
Camera,
She's
I'm sorry.
Oh, what's happening?
I'm sorry, camera, if I'm on here. I just want to show you what the hoop is doing, because the hoop has a job. And do you mind if I get close and I point? Okay, so turn your head this way, just the other way. There you go. A hoop has a job.
Okay.
It has to grab the eye, and what it should do is draw your eye along your jawline, like this. Notice how this aligns perfectly with her jawline. When the eye is drawn that way, it leads to her smile and makes her eyes sparkle, but it lines up perfectly. Guess what? It will do that on every single woman in the world. It's doing it to you over there, Michelle, and it will do it, of course it did to Angie. And I love the way that it gives you that strength in your jaw. There's a little bit of a slimming effect with that extra sparkle there, the way it draws the eye and calls attention to your smile and your beautiful eyes. And it does the same on every woman, because they understand the mechanics behind the jewelry.
That is a really fair point to make, because how many of us have hoops that, first of all, they become misshapen because they're not as durable, they're not made of as good material, right? Maybe they irritate your ears because they don't have the stamped 925 ear wires or ear posts, which these do, or maybe they turn outward, they turn inward, or maybe the backs, you know, the backs slide off, or they make it hang weird, they're too heavy. There are lots of issues we can have with our hoops. Bellezza has perfected the art of making a hoop. I can tell you, go back, look online and read reviews on the hoops that they brought us in the past. These are new. These are brand new for the visit. I chose the herringbone style because they have that diamond cut to them. Look at that. I mean, it's like they just grab the light and just toss it. I mean, it is such a beautiful, rich luxe.
Well, they also have that knife edge.
Look at the shape.
So
yeah,
the
let me turn it for you.
Really
look at that.
Cool. Yeah.
I love these. So that's one of your options. In the middle, the one Angie has on is that high polish, super smooth. Again, put this up against your real gold necklaces, any other jewelry that you have, no one's gonna know. They just look incredible. And the final option is that twisted, almost like a rope twisted look. And if you love texture, if you wanna add that to the options, I would say pick up this one or the herringbone. But if you're looking for classic and you wanna add that perfect shape, go with the high polish. They're so easy, and that joint and catch closure, I love that little snap that you feel and you hear when you put them on.
It's so well made.
Yeah.
And that's the Italian quality. They're stamped, made in Italy. They are stamped Bellezza. You know they are authentic. They are genuine. And you know they're going to last because it is Bellezza. Our earrings have changed people's lives. They have really done that. I hope you get yours home, get to try them. We end up with more new customers with our earrings than anything else we do. And a lot of it's word of mouth. Gals telling you, oh my gosh, most comfortable earrings I ever wore. And listen, my first pair of earrings I made, my assistant Anna said to me 25 years ago, she said, did you try them on? I said, why would I do that? And she said, to see how they feel. I said, okay, so I put them on. They were clips.
Okay.
Had a headache in 15 minutes.
Yep.
I could not believe the pain. I said, why do you guys put up with this? And she said, why do you do this to us?
Touche.
I never forgot that.
Wow.
And so when we do an earring, the very first thing we test is it comfortable?
Yeah. There's nothing more disappointing than getting an earring that you love and then you try it on for the first time and it's too heavy or the wire is too big. I've had that happen before and you're trying to, you know, really push it through, or it's dragging down and accentuating the piercing that you don't want to accentuate. So again, it's very thoughtful design here. You're getting something timeless. A hoop will never go out of style. So there's no concern with that. And if you're like me and you just you have to have an earring on every day, then hoops have a very special place in your jewelry wardrobe because they're just a must-have. They're very easy. If I go back and look at my shows, 9 times out of 10, I'm wearing a hoop.
Because you
It's reliable.
You were brought up right, that's why.
Hoop, there it is. I love me some hoops. I can't help it. And I think for me, I'm going herringbone tonight because these are new and I don't have that design yet. So what are you adding to your wardrobe? We would love to know. Most popular right now is that beautiful high polish. So whether it's texture or shine or a little bit of both that you're looking for, I think you're really gonna enjoy these. 20 bucks is how you get that home on FlexPay, and you can pay that off over time. Look at our comparable retail value too, just to note. $98. I think I've spent that before on hoops. Regretted that.
A lot of us
Hurt
have
a little bit every time I put them on. I'm like, why did I do that to myself? Don't do that.